Hello and welcome to Prince Civil Services YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Sanchit and today we are going to discuss a very important current affairs based topic, that is a disease, anthrax. So we are going to learn everything about that. What is the causative organism, how it spreads from animals to the humans, and is there a treatment available or vaccination available for this disease or not. But first of all, we will look that why this disease is in news. So basically what happened in Kerala, there have been some carcasses of wild boar, and when it was tested, and so Kerala health officials have confirmed the presence of anthrax in the Kerala, that is a Thrissur district. So that is why we are going to learn about this disease. So let's look at what is anthrax. So basically anthrax, which is also known as malignant pustule or wool sorter's disease. So this is important. You should also know the other name also. So anthrax is also known as malignant pustule or wool sorter's disease. It is a rare disease but very serious disease. And who is the causative organism? Rod-shaped bacteria known as Bacillus anthracis. So sometimes it may be asked that what causes anthrax disease? So it is a bacterial disease which is caused by the Bacillus anthracis. So this is the basic information. Now this bacteria occurs naturally in soil. So it is present in soil. Now according to World Health Organization, so this is a disease of herbivores. So basically those animals, organisms which are basically plant eaters or they are grazing animals. So they are the first organisms whom this disease attacks. Now, next question is how it spreads. So basically, anthrax is a zoonotic disease. Now, it has been asked multiple times that what are zoonotic diseases and how or among the following which is a zoonotic disease. So you need to learn that anthrax is also a zoonotic disease, which means that it is transmitted from animals to humans. So if a disease is carried from animals to the humans, then it is a zoonotic disease. Now, how does humans or people get this disease? So basically what happens is that people get the disease through contact with infected animals or animal products when they consume that. So if an animal is having anthrax and a human comes in contact with that infected animal, or humans consume the animal products which are contaminated with the Bacillus anthracis, then it transmits or it spreads. Now, this is important line. So, according to World Health Organization, anthrax is non-contagious. Non-contagious. That is, it doesn't transmit from person to person. But some cases have been found where there is person to person spread. But generally, anthrax is non-contagious. Now, first thing is that how does an animal gets anthrax? So I told you this bacteria naturally lives in the soil. So from soil, animal gets the anthrax. So let's read or get to know that how does animals get anthrax. So basically what happens is that domestic and wild animals can get infected when they breathe in or ingest spores. So this is important. So basically what happens is that these anthrax spores are in the air or they are in the soil, plants or water. So whenever the domestic animal or wild animal, they consume the spore, breathe in the spore or ingest the spore, so they get affected by this disease, that is anthrax. Now, when the animal is infected, so the animal starts shedding the bacteria into the ground, which sporulates, and when exposed to the air, these spores, when they are formed, they can survive for decades. This is very important line. So anthrax spores can lie in the soil for decades. They can lie in the inactive form for decades. So when they are carried by another host, so subsequently they multiply, they germinate, and then there is its spread. So this is how animals get anthrax. So you can look at this image. So you can see here, we can start from here, that suppose there are spores and there is in the field, it is infected by the anthrax. Now when the animal grazes in this field, so they are going to get infected and there is a death. And now from the blood and from natural orifices there will be release of the anthrax, which will go into the soil where it can lie for decades, and then it can germinate and become active, and the cycle goes on and on. And now the next thing is that how can humans get infected? So basically, how do humans get infected? It's simple. So humans almost always contact the disease directly or indirectly from animals or animal product. I already told you that anthrax is a zoonotic disease. So it is a zoonotic disease, that is, it spreads from the animal to the human. So when humans consume or they come in direct contact with the animal or consume the animal products, they are going to get the anthrax. Now people get infected with anthrax when spores enter the body through breathing. This is important. Through eating contaminated food or drinking contaminated water, or through cuts or scrapes in the skin. So there are basically three modes that is how humans get infected. Simply when breathing the spore, that is inhalation. Next is eating contaminated food or water, drinking water. And third is through the skin, there is a cut and you came in contact with the soil which is infected with, or the animal carcass which is contaminated with the anthrax. So you are going to get that. So simple, here we can read it. People that deal with animals can get cutaneous, that is through the skin, that is known as cutaneous anthrax. So next is inhalation anthrax. I already told you, by inhaling the spores present on the wool, hide or hair of the animal. So basically animal is suffering from anthrax, and when you come in the contact of the animal, so inhaling, it gets into the body. And next is ingesting raw or undercooked meat, and it will lead to gastrointestinal anthrax. So there are three types of anthrax: cutaneous anthrax, inhalation anthrax, or next is the last one is gastrointestinal anthrax. So you can see in this image, there is cutaneous, that is through skin, ingestion, that is through the food, and inhalation through the breathing. So there are three types of anthrax. So this is the cycle you can see here. This animal is infected, so there are anthrax spore, the animal gets infected, and then through animal the humans get infected. That is why anthrax is a zoonotic disease. Now how can it be treated? So basically there is a antibiotic therapy. We all know that there are antibiotics which are specifically used to kill the bacteria. So antibiotic therapy is the answer, is the chosen path to treat this disease. So there is a drug penicillin, the famous drug penicillin, which has been the choice of antibiotics. So, but there are other antibiotics like ciprofloxacin is also used these days, but you don't need to remember the nitty-gritty of the how it is treated. But simply remember it is a treatable disease, and the preferred treatment is antibiotic therapy. Now there is another way to prevent the disease, is simply vaccination of the livestock. So if you prevent animals getting infected, so animals, if you protect animals from the bacteria, and that is through vaccination, then the disease cannot spread. So and there is another point, is that there is also vaccination for humans also, but it is usually available, or its use is restricted to high risk individuals or at-risk individuals such as lab workers and people who handle animals. So there is a treatment, then you can vaccinate the animals also, and there is also vaccination available for humans, but this is used only for high risk or at risk individuals like lab workers and people who handle animals. So this is the short video regarding the anthrax, because recently there have been found the carcasses of wild boar in Kerala. So I thought of making this video. So you should know that anthrax is a disease, zoonotic disease, how it spreads, is it treatable, what is the causative organism, and so on. Diseases are very important from exam point of view. MCQs are framed regarding this diseases. So this is the video. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, share this video, and subscribe to our channel Prince Civil Services. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. So thanks for watching. Keep learning and keep watching the other videos as well. Thank you.